Have you ever really stopped to think about what's actually going on inside that little device you carry around with you every single day? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on your smartphone and talk about the hidden rules, the special constraints and requirements that basically control everything it does. So, let's kick things off with a question I'm pretty sure you've asked yourself before.
Right? You find this amazing new app, you tell your friend, you have to get this, but they can't. It's not in their app store. I mean, we've all been there, and it is so frustrating. You think it would be simple, but it's not. The real reason why is actually pretty fascinating.
Okay, first things first. Before we get into the weeds, what are we even talking about when we say mobile software? I'm not talking about the little icons you tap on. No, we're talking about something much deeper, the invisible engine that powers the whole shebang.
Now, this definition might seem simple, but it is the key to, well, everything that follows. Just think of it like this. If your phone is the body, the mobile software, that operating system like iOS or Android, is its brain. It's the central nervous system that makes everything else work.
And that brings us to the first and honestly the biggest hidden rule of them all. This is a massive constraint that every single app developer runs into. It completely shapes the entire app world as we know it. So what is this big, game-changing rule?
And there it is. That is the fundamental difference. You see, unlike a website that you can just pull up on any browser, a mobile app is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. It's built specifically, kind of like a custom key, to work on one operating system and one only.
This really lays it all out, doesn't it? An app built for an iPhone is literally speaking a different language. Apple's language, iOS. An Android phone it doesn't understand a word of it. It's like they're from two totally different worlds. An app from one just can't survive on the other.
Okay, so what does this one platform rule actually mean in the real world for the apps you and I use every day? Well, it's not just a tech headache. It has some pretty massive financial consequences. It really all comes down to money.
Yep, that's what it can cost to create just one app for one platform. Several $1,000s. That's a huge chunk of change for any company, whether they're a tiny startup or a giant corporation. Now, just imagine they want to reach everybody. Well, they have to pay to build two completely separate apps from scratch. So, what's a business to do?
And this is the strategic crossroads that so many businesses find themselves at. This is exactly why you'll see a ton of companies pushing you to use their mobile website instead of downloading an app. Why? Because they can build one website that works for everyone and often for less than the cost of building just one of those native apps. It's a choice driven entirely by that one platform-only rule.
But it's not just about platforms and money. There's another huge piece to this puzzle we have to talk about: security. And this is a requirement that never, ever gets a day off.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Every single app on your phone is a potential door to your most private, personal information. So one of the most important jobs your phone's operating system has is to be a super tough, relentless gatekeeper, constantly on guard against the kinds of dangers this quote spells out. Let's just break these down really quick because this is so important. Flow of data risks, that means your phone could be leaking your location or your contacts without you even having a clue. Personal identification risks, that's exactly how identity theft happens. Introduction of malware is pretty straightforward. We're talking viruses and spyware. And access to personal information could mean an app is literally looking at your photos or listening in. The operating system has to defend against all of this 24/7.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, the world inside your phone is this incredibly high-stakes, tightly controlled environment. The apps are exclusive by design, which makes them expensive, and the whole system is built inside a fortress of really complex security rules. These are the hidden forces that shape our digital lives every day.
And that leaves us with a really big question, doesn't it? As we keep trusting these devices with more and more, our money, our health, everything, are these rigid, walled-off systems going to be enough? So, what do you think? Are these rules protecting us, or are they maybe holding us back? It's definitely something to think about.